There's two ways to lock down your vibrational frequency that I want to share in this video. And the first technique is something I actually mentioned in my very first video that I ever uploaded on my channel. And it's called Secret Manifestation Technique. And just to briefly explain this technique, it's a technique I learned in the book Divine Magic by Doreen Virtue, and she was explaining the 7 Hermetic Principles, one of them being the principle of polarity, how you can't have one without the other. You can't understand what hot is without comparing it to cold, and hot and cold is the same thing in the pole of temperature. So every single thing that you want to manifest has a sort of pole to it. And the top of the pole is what you want to manifest, the bottom of the pole is the unmanifested. Or, for example, she uses money, for example. There's a money pole. At the top of the pole is prosperity, at the bottom of the pole is poverty. So if you feel like you're really broke or you have no money, you can be at the bottom of the pole. And just simply imagine a lever that represents the level of vibrational frequency that you are in the moment. So if you're feeling really worried about money, then that lever is at the very bottom of that money pole. The technique is very simple. What you simply do is visualize a pole that represents what you want to manifest, and the lever that is at the level of vibrational frequency that you feel that you are in the moment, and you just mentally in your mind push that lever up gradually. And as you do that, you'll feel your vibrational frequency slightly change for the better. What I like about this technique is that it combines the power of intention with the power of visualization, because you're visualizing a pole that represents what you want to manifest, and you're being honest and truthful with yourself with how much you actually believe, what your vibrational frequency is in the moment, and that lever is marking that. But also it's helping you come out of your comfort zone, so to speak. When you start to push that lever up mentally, when you visualize that lever going up, it has a way of, with the power of intention, raising your vibrational frequency. And so to really lock down your vibrational frequency, Doreen Virtue suggests to raise the lever up as high as it can go, gradually, not right away, but gradually. Start to really feel the difference within yourself, your vibrational frequency, how you feel, your emotional state. And when that lever goes up to the highest point in the pole in your imagination, imagine a lock that's locking down that lever to ensure continuous alignment with your desires and continuously attract what you want. The second technique is from Dr. Joe Dispenza in the movie What the Bleep Do We Know. He was saying that in order to really, I call it the foolproof guidelines to manifesting desires, is that when you create that mental picture of what you want to manifest, in order to really make that picture into a reality, he says that we need to be lost in that picture. We need to live in that picture. We have to basically lose our sense of our own identity, lose sense of time, our identity of the world that we're living in. We're to the point where that picture that we're imagining is the only thing that's real. And it takes a lot of concentration, focus, being able to really still your mind to be able to do that. But when you sit down and imagine what you want to manifest to the point where it feels that real to you in your imagination, that is locking down your vibrational frequency. I noticed that when I get to that point, like how he said, when you lose track of yourself, of time, of your own identity, and that picture is the only thing that's real, yeah, I really do feel my vibrational frequency raise at the highest level, and it continuously stays there throughout the day. Of course, it requires a day-to-day practice to do this, but it really does help lock down your vibrational frequency to get to that point where that picture is the only thing that's real, and that you have lost track of time, you have lost track of your own identity, and it takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of practice, but once you get to that point, you really have locked down your vibrational frequency.